What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JellyGoonTv. Welcome back to my beautiful viewers and subscribers. If you haven't already and you're a new viewer, please do subscribe and hit that notification button to get updated on the newest videos that come to this channel when you become a member of the beautiful family of JellyGoon Squad, of course. I love every single one of my subscribers so fucking much. Thank you so much for the support. Today we have another video, but before we get to that, I want to introduce, please do watch the ads on these videos in order to support your favorite YouTuber. It's going to take a long time, but the YouTube revenue is basically going to a new computer. We're going to do live streams. We're going to do different things on this channel, so it'll be massively appreciated if you just watch the first 30 minutes of a long ad or just watch the ads through. I really do massively appreciate it, as my subscribers are really do watching the ads. I really do appreciate it so much, and thank you so much. Today we have another video, but I just really want to, promote my social media like I always do. So I got a new tag right here, social media, Facebook. We got Discord too in the description down below. Remember to go over to that and support. We got Instagram, Twitter, everything like that. If you want to chat with me or you want to do something or join the family on Discord, of course, you're welcome to do that. Today we have another video. We are going to react to 5 Scary Russian Experiment. Russian doesn't want you to know. Now, disclaimer in this video. I am not saying this is true, neither do I believe in everything that is get told into this video. It is very important to understand that this is purely for me reacting to fairy tales or whatever of a Russian experiment that went wrong. If it happens, if it didn't happen, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not doing anything like that. So please be in mind of that when you watch my video, of course. I love you guys and I know you are objective to everything that I do, so I really do appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this video. The video is 7 minutes long. Get some popcorns. Let's get into some kind of conspiracy theories, I guess. Anyway, let's just get into it. Let's go.
Hello Internet, it's that time again where we delve into the darkest depths of the internet and dissect the deepest dangers of the human mind. Welcome back to Top 5 Scary Videos, and as always, I'll be your host Jack Finch, as we take a look today at 5 scary Russian experiments.
Okay. What's going on here, man? Look like boot camp.
Now, we're making some interesting moves over here at Top 5 Scary Videos, and in the next few weeks, we've got a little surprise or two in store. Nice. So, before we begin this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and show some love, and let us know what's up in the comment box down below. Throughout history, there have been countless tales of creepy and disturbing human experiments taking place in the secretive shadows of society, all in the name of science.
The gas mask are really creepy, man. Reminds me of Half-Life.
A little bit differently. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union was one of 2 superpowers on the planet, and to keep their edge on all things scientific, some pretty insane experiments were conducted. So, let's take a look at them, shall we? Jumping in, we have
I just want to pause the video right here. I just want to say that compared to Hitler, what he did under the bunkers and everything, I actually saw a documentary where Americans, they were very, surprised of what they found in the bunkers with advance of technology and weapons and everything like that. And I think it's a very good aspect to understand what went on in World War II. You know what I mean? With the bunkers, the weapons and everything like that. That people, they actually got surprised. And we already know that NASA got started by a Nazi scientist or something like that, right? And they, secretly transported Nazi scientists over to the United States. And Russia also hired somebody, because it's knowledge and they know a lot. So going into this, I really am surprised to hear what it is. And I can already see the number 5, but let's get into it. So yeah, let's go.
Dogs. In 1940, the Soviet Union released a 20-minute long motion picture titled Experiments in the Revival of Organisms, conducted by a Soviet research group who were focusing on the potential resuscitation of dead organisms. The video shows in great length canines being killed and then brought back to life in various different horrifying ways. Now, I love me some doggo, so I'm not going to lie. This little bit's going to be a little bit rough. Credited to Dr. Sergei Brukhanoko and Boris Levinskovsky, the video shows several severed dogs' heads that have been kept alive for hours on end. These poor guys were even wiggling their ears still, licking their mouths, and responding to the humans around them. The 2 scientists claimed that the animals were kept alive by an artificial blood circulation system. Crazily enough, the doctors developed a new version to be used on humans that very same year, and well, no one really knows what happened after that. The doctors went on to be awarded the prestigious Lenin Prize, although some commentators commentators have questioned the film's authenticity, claiming that the severed dog's head only survived for a few minutes when attached to the artificial heart. So, the real story, no one knows. And it's nasty stuff. Coming in at
Let me pause here. Wow. Zombie dogs, the most thing that is so cute and I endorse so much in life. Zombie dogs will be the most horror shit I ever seen in my life. Those little cute puppets becoming a zombie, that would not be good for anybody. I'm just saying, man, it would be horrible. But to actually take these pictures, and I think I'm gonna blur them out just for YouTube and everything. I think I cannot show them. I don't really want to show them because I don't want to get demonetized or anything like that. But basically, a dog head is laying on the counter, and it's, you know, it's cut off. And they were trying to get the nerves to work, the lungs to work and everything. I actually watched this clip on YouTube about the dogs, and they were saying that they could do the lungs still with artificial technology, like, you know, robots, like, not robots, but like, you know, keep it in place that the dog is still alive. I don't know about that. But to do it on humans is just crazy. But you have to understand, in the world of psychopath scientists and everything like that, they are actually the reason why we have a lot of things that we have today. So maybe it is okay to do it in order to, you know, preserve what is real and what is fake and what can be done and what cannot be done. But killing dogs and doing this is just, you know, I'm a very moral person and I really do enjoy, you know, watching people doing good things and all of that. So, you know, it's not really something for me, but I could understand why they're trying to get ahead of America and everything like that in the technology aspect of that. But it's just horrifying, man. It's really zombie dogs, like, for real? And they tried to use it on humans, I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's fake. Have no idea, but I saw the video and that's all what I'm gonna say. Check it out on YouTube if you want to, of course. But it's very, like, it's not fun to watch, but if you are a person who watched that, I definitely recommend it. It's a good scientist thing and learn about what's going on back in the days. But enough about that. Let's go.
We've got underwater cities. What? In the 1960s, the Soviets decided that land just wasn't enough, so they changed things up a bit and headed underwater. By 1966, the Ichthyanda project was well underway by a group of amateur divers at their own site in the Crimea. Well, it seemed that in Soviet Russia, anyone could take a pop at experimental science, and that's exactly what happened. And, well, it was pretty much an unrivaled success. That same year, as part of the project, a human being spent 3 days continuously underwater, held in a small metal structure at the bottom of the Black Sea. It picked up some serious hype, and the underwater project soon attracted the attention of the Soviet science authorities. This led to an even bigger push into the experimental field, and in 1967 the project operated an underwater habitat for over 2 weeks. Mysteriously, after that, Project Ichthyanda was abruptly dissolved, but records state that the research led to several other Soviet experiments into underwater habitats, such as Sadko, Chernomor and Sprut. These sites actually exist, so kind of makes you think, are they still down there? Next up,
let me pause here. I'm gonna comment on every single thing I experiment, what I think about it, what's my opinion about it, just so you know, of course. Skip it if you don't want to listen to it, it's okay. But I just want to say, living underwater is kind of crazy, man. It's kind of, you know, they do it nowadays. Like, I think China is thinking about building, you know, a city down below the sea level and all of these things. And they do have restaurants that is actually underwater, but I don't know how long you can live underwater. It must be very, like, you know, it's a habitat, like we came from there and everything. If you believe in the evolution, of course, if you believe in the Muslim or anything, you believe that God sent us here, or Christian or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea about that. But I'm just saying they have restaurants down under below water, and it could be awesome to live underwater if, you know, the surface was very dull and not good, and, you know, all of these things, man. It would be amazing, but I think it would take everything away from us, and it would be, you know, generation and generation to get used to living underwater, of course, which is, you know, I think it's possible. I really do think it's possible when you watch these sci-fi movies and you're watching all of these movies that is living underwater and everything. For example, if you take the BioLink or BioCheck or whatever it's named, the game, I think it can be possible, but, you know, there's a lot of experiments and everything, and I hope it never comes to that, because I don't want to live underwater. I love it here. I love breathing in the fresh air and everything like that. It's beautiful, man. I love Earth. I really do love Earth and humans, man. So, yeah, that is kind of crazy to understand, but, you know, it's not surprising me that they tried to did it, but I think, like, they weren't in the technology era to do it, so I thought they just, you know, I think they just, you know, expanded on it and like, nah, we're not gonna do it now, we're gonna pick it up later or whatever like that. I really did think that happened, but I don't know, of course. I have no idea. It's a conspiracy theory or whatever. I don't know. if it's fact, please tell me in the comments down below. I would love to know. Let's go.
Number three, we have the two-headed dog. Man, here's another rough doggo video, but well, sadly, it seems like man's best friend was the test subject of choice in most early hybrid experimentation. Such is the case with Dr. Vladimir Petrovich Demikov. Born in Moscow in 1916, this Soviet scientist dedicated his life's work to what he referred to as transplantology. During the 1930s and 50s, Demikov went on to pioneer several organ transplantations, such that had never been done before in medical science, such as a heart transplant for an animal and a lung to heart transplant. His most messed up transplantation though, hands down, is his research into dog head transplants, of course, which, well, resulted in a two-headed dog experiment. Insanely enough, the experiment was actually a success, and well, he caught a portion of the result on video. Of course, the test subjects sadly didn't survive very long, but this experiment paved the way for other animal head transplants, such as apes. Dr. Demikov's true legacy though was to perform human head transplants. No thank you. And swinging in at
Let me pause here. So I actually think they do that today with, they talk about like ears, if you want to grow parts out of mouse, rats, whatever you want to do. I actually think they experiments with that. Please comment down below if I'm not wrong, or if I'm wrong, whatever. But I think they did it with mouse and everything, that they can put human, you know, transplants or human organs, not organs, but like human ears, noses, whatever, on mouse or rats, and then you can harvest it and put it on. I don't know how far they into that, but I'm pretty sure I heard about that, and I think it's a very common practice that they're trying to experiment with. If we can do that, that could be awesome. If people could be saved, of course, but it gives another reason that there's overpopulation and everything like that. So yeah, but I think it's very, you know, all these crazy ass scientists and everything like that, it's actually putting the way towards good data and, you know, all this stuff, but it's very cruel what they're doing. And if you're a moral person who love dogs like me, I wouldn't see that. I would definitely not see that. I love dogs to death. Dogs is my favorite animal. I love them so much. But it's kind of crazy to see these videos, and it kind of makes me depressed for the dog, of course. But, you know, scientist is scientist, and the scientist language is that, you know, that we need to expand and we need to know more things. And in order to do that, we need some experiment that is questionable, but, you know, it actually helped the better kind of human. And that's what they trying to, you know, trying to do and trying to say and try to argue with, that it's better for the human race to do these things because we need, you know, data, scientist data, and we need to expand. So yeah, what a crazy ass experiment, man. It's really getting sad about dogs, man. Too old to dogs. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Let's go.
Two, we've got man-monkey hybrids. Oh. Yep, you heard that.
But hybrids is common nowadays, I believe.
Ilya Ivanovich Ivanov was a Soviet biologist that was the definition of a real-life mad scientist. Now, in reality, Ivanov's research in other fields led to some pretty groundbreaking stuff, particularly in the field of horse breeding. But his main hang-up was that he was absolutely obsessed with making a human-ape hybrid. As early as 1910, Ivanov had given a presentation on his plans for human-ape life to the World Congress of Zoologists in Graz, where he outlined his plans to create this simian hybrid. So, in the 1920s, Ivanov set about his experiments working with human sperm and female chimpanzees. It didn't work though, but Ivanov was determined. So, in 1929, he organized another set of experiments, this time involving ape sperm and human volunteers. The experiments were publicly delayed due to the death of Ivanov's last orangutan, but no one really knows the true outcome of his life's work. In the 1930s, after a political shakeup in the Soviet scientific world, Ivanov was arrested and exiled to Alma-Ata in Kazakhstan, where he later died of a stroke. But who knows whether his legacy lives on in the dark corners of the scientific world. And finally,
let me pause here. Before we get to number first, I just want to say real quick that I don't think human sperm can pregnancy animals, because we are different breed and we are different things, and our sperm does not work with that. I don't know why I talk about this. It's very uncomfortable, but you know, there's a lot of things that says that you cannot breed upon animals because, you know, humans, they are special to themselves, so it didn't even work to get, you know, kids by horses or anything like that, which would be a messed up part of it. But you know, in the science and everything, it's crazy, man. But yeah, let's get into number one.
At our number one spot, we have Laboratory 1. In 1921, the Soviet Secret Service, also known as the Cheka, undertook various tests on deadly poisons in an aim to create the perfect biological weapon. In 1939, the small test location was renamed Laboratory 1 and came under the command of notorious Soviet biochemist Grigory Marinovsky. Their objective was the stuff of horrors and set a precedent that would use animals and humans as test subjects to perfect their methods of mass extermination. Marinovsky and his team of scientists would test their poisons on human prisoners from Russian gulags, who they dubbed the so-called enemies of the people. These poisons included mustard gas, ricin, digitoxin and cyanide, and it was given to their victims under the guise of a meal, a drink or even medication that was meant to help them. Eventually these vile experiments led to the development of CT/K2, a poison which caused victims to become calm and silent, then eventually die within 15 minutes. Although Marinovsky was arrested by Joseph Stalin as part of a political science shakeup, his horrific legacy lived on, and Laboratory 1 was reportedly reactivated in the late 1990s as part of a biological and toxin weapons project. Scary stuff, eh? Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment box down below. Unfortunately for us, that's all we've got time for in today's video.
Alright, so let me pause here. So remember to go over and check out the link, of course, of these guys. Really beautiful. I just want to say on the number one, of course, that I think people, they already did this. I think America was experimenting with a laughter biology weapon, like they could use to basically make people unarmed, and they're basically gonna die laughing. They're gonna die laughing. And I think it was an experiment, but I didn't think it really, you know, accepted into the norm of people. But biological weapons it's really common, because I think like people, they do still experiment on it. They still do, you know, work it out and everything like that. I really do believe that, because there's a lot of labs which is questionable, and you know, people doing this, and it's an easy way to kill a lot of people without any consequences for who it really was. And you know, you see that with the current times that we are in, that many people have a lot of conspiracy theories, which I'm not gonna gas up because I don't believe in them. I believe that this is, we just have to go through it. Like, we have to go through this sickness, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go into these crazy ass conspiracy theories. People, they are allowed to think whatever they want to think, of course. It's really, and I do think that gulags, they were real. I do believe that Russian, they put a percentage of their human beings in a gulag because, you know, they have different views or anything like that. You have to understand that it's during wartime, so they have to concentrate their full force on that, not to justify it or anything like that. I'm just saying, I do believe that they have the gulags, and I do believe that, you know, there were probably many experiments on these people because they saw them as lesser people and traitors, of course. No disrespect to Russia, of course, because America had the same thing with Japanese people, where they put them into concentration camps and everything like that, because apparently we don't learn from World War II. You know, like seeing China right now. But it was a very common misuse of it, and you know, people you don't care about is easily to get experimented on because you really don't care about them in the world. Anyway, guys and girls, this was very depressing, but I hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the reaction. Hope you liked that we talked a little bit about it. Please do hit the like button down below on this video in order for me to see that you support these kind of videos. And it's just learning about stuff, learning about history. I really do enjoy that about other countries. And, you know, I already know Americans' mistakes. I know Russia's mistakes. I know Denmark's mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes in these war times and everything because it's so crucial to the survival of your country, of course. But I do not support this whatsoever. I don't condemn this whatsoever. Like, it's cruel, and I think it needs to stop. But, you know, please do comment down below what your opinion is about it. Please let me know. I would really love to know, of course. I'm not agreeing with every single comment that is gonna come, of course, with the Russian nationalists and everything, and people who is nationalist about American, England, Finland, whatever. I don't condone this, but what do you believe in the comments down below? Please let me know. I would love to know. As I say, I respect comments. I respect other people who have other opinions. It's okay. Never mind. But yeah. Anyway, also please remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to become a member of the JellyGoon Squad. Hit that notification button in order to get, you know, updated on the newest videos to come to this channel when you become a member of the JellyGoon Squad. Anyway, the beautiful JellyGoon Squad, I love my subscribers, and thank you so much for the support. See you until the next time. Peace.